As an investor, having the opportunity to give yourself a raise at any time can sound kind of awesome, doesn't it? And you can do the same thing by becoming a dividend investor today. Now, I've talked about dividends on this channel before, and I've been tracking my dividends with a few websites, managing a $60,000 portfolio. But today, I'm going to share with you a new way that I'm tracking my dividends and the ability to see what my income is going to be in the future, see my risk and opportunities, and have it all update automatically. Let me take you inside, show you my dividends, and show you how I'm tracking them. Right here we are, the Dividend Tracker. It's a new tool that just came out. In fact, it's still in beta mode. Now, trackyourdividends.com is perfectly fine to do, but I got a little bit tired of the manual process. Sure, you can upgrade with trackyourdividends.com to have it update automatically, but I found the user interface of the Dividend Tracker to be a little bit better. So right here you see my dashboard once you sign up. Now, if you're interested in the Dividend Tracker, you can click the link in the description below to get started today. But this is what mine looks like. Now, you said, wait a minute, you said a $60,000 portfolio. I only see about $8,000. I wanted to share with you how you actually can set this up. So we're going to build this up to where it needs to be. It might be more than 60,000. I'm actually referencing Track Your Dividends as of the last time I've updated it. So my hope would be, with my continual investing and giving myself a raise every time I buy another share of a dividend stock, this value should be up higher than 60,000. We'll have to see though. Now, you can start with this website for free, which is always a great thing. Just keep in mind, when it's free, you will have to manually add all of your investments, which means if you make a lot of trades or you invest a lot of money every single month, you're gonna have to come back here and update the shares and the average cost at the end of every month to make sure you're getting an accurate representation. They also do offer a premium version, and with the premium version, you can update with automatic portfolios. And I'll explain exactly what that means in just a moment. So just going down the left-hand side, this is where we're going to add our portfolios. You have a watch list if there's different dividend stocks you want to take a look at, a payout calendar, which I'm going to click on now because I think that's kind of cool. Based on your entire portfolio, it'll let you know how much money you can expect per month and per quarter as you go through the next year. It'll let you know about your diversification, and because we're still adding to this particular dividend tracker website, it's pretty poorly diversified. There's a calculator list, and this is really kind of cool. Based on your annual income in dividends, what would you have to invest? Now, we've done this before in the past, right? We've talked about how to calculate this yourself, but my gosh, this makes it so much easier. Let's say I want to make $60,000 a year. And I don't know, I'm going to use ticker SCHD, that is the Schwab ETF. It'll automatically plug in the current price, the dividend yield, and the annual income, which means to calculate, you would need to invest a total of $2 million. Of course, if we want to go into one of our favorites like the QYLD fund, which has a very high dividend yield, you can calculate that. Less money is needed at only $423,000 in order to make $60,000 a year in dividend payouts. Now, of course, this is all for fun. It's not personal finance advice for any of you out there. Remember, I'm just some guy on YouTube who sometimes looks like Woody from Toy Story. So take that for what it's worth and do your own research before you decide which dividend stocks you want to buy. You can also look at the future value, which is coming soon. Like I said, this is in beta mode, so there's some things coming with it. Ideas, news, screener, and all these other different type of things. Very, very cool. But let's get to the fun part. Let's add a portfolio. I'm actually going to delete my Robinhood portfolio because I want to add that one right in here. So I'm going to go up here, and right here you can see it says add portfolio. I'm going to click on that. What I like to name this is whatever the portfolio is. Now, of course, you may just have one brokerage account. I have many because I do a lot of different reviews here on the channel. But in this case, I'm going to name this one the Robinhood portfolio. At this point, if you have the premium version, you can decide if you're going to do a manual portfolio, which means you're going to plug in and adjust your holdings every single month or every single day if you want to, or automatic, which means it's on autopilot. I'm going to select automatic portfolio. I'm going to hit save. And then what you're going to do, once this is loaded in, as you can see right here, we're going to link up the account. Click on that. It does use Plaid. I've never had a problem with Plaid. If I'm even pronouncing Plaid correctly, Plaid, whatever. Simply connect, plug in your information, and it'll load automatically. So I'm going to choose Robinhood, enter my credentials, which you're not going to get to see today. I'm sorry, I'm not going to provide you with that information. I hope you can forgive me. Now, just recently, the Dividend Tracker did announce that they're going to be going from Plaid to InvestNet, although that's not quite out at the recording of this video. The only difference is once this does roll out, you'll just have to change over your automatic portfolio to the InvestNet connection instead of the Plaid connection, but very easy and kind of follows the same process that we're taking you through in today's video. It sends the information, authorizes with the servers, verify your identity. That's always a good thing to do. I'm gonna do a text message. It will then allow you to select your account, hit continue, and then it'll load up into the dividend tracker. And there she goes. That was very, very simple. Now you can see I don't have a huge portfolio here on Robinhood, but it does provide annual income of $40.26, yield on cost, dividend yield, and everything like that. Now, this will automatically update because it's an automatic portfolio. Every single day, I invest a little bit of money into VOO as part of our YouTube portfolio, and I use Robinhood to do that. So the dividend tracker will automatically update based on my current holdings in Robinhood. You can see I've also already loaded up my stash portfolio. Let's load up Public and Webull. So with Webull, unfortunately for now, I'm gonna have to manually update my holdings, but hopefully over time, more will be added into Plaid, so that way they can load that into the dividend tracker. Now, what's really great is if you do sign up for the free version, this is how you would do it. You would add your portfolio manually. Let's walk you through exactly how you do that. The very first thing you wanna do is under your portfolio, click the button below that says Add Holding, just right there. It will then take you over to this screen right here. Very first thing you want to do is add your stock ticker. We're going to use VTI as an example, and your number of shares that you currently own. In this case, I have 100, and then your cost per share. Now this one's very, very important. Your cost per share is what is reported in your particular brokerage. So for Webull, for example, here's exactly where I would find that. I find that under the current price of the particular asset within the app. If you have any problems with that, just go to your brokerage, look around for your average cost or your average cost per share, and that's the number that you want to plug into this field right here. You simply hit save, and then it'll automatically update within the portfolio value of your manual portfolio. For this example, I am going to use Coca-Cola. So KO, you can see it automatically loads it in right there, Coca-Cola Company. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in my total amount of shares, not too many, I only got 2. And the average cost is a little bit more than what the current cost is. On the dividend tracker, they're gonna automatically load up what the current cost per share is. But you're gonna wanna add what your actual paid cost per share is. You can find that on your brokerage. Look at what is my average cost per share. In my case, it's actually 62.54. So I'm down about a percentage. But that's what you wanna plug in here. So that way the dividend tracker can keep up with your overall growth or decline of your portfolio. So let me update everything else and we'll come back and take a look at my full updated dividend portfolio. And I'm back, and I'm sad to say that I'm actually not at $60,000 as I was hoping for. In fact, thanks to the market being down, currently at $54,978. So that's sad, but you know, it happens. And the point is we're gonna continue to invest. Annual income though, $2,590 every single year. February income of $199. So that means a yield on cost of 5.4% and a dividend yield of 4.92%. That stacked with the growth, and as you can see, the growth right now in my portfolio is still hanging on by a thread at 2.71% in positive growth. So not too bad, but I wish it was a little bit higher. Some of those really pulled back, which was gonna be hopefully a $65,000 portfolio, down 10K as a result of the recent market fluctuations. But the best news is, gotta share with you guys, I'm very excited about this. The mortgage is going to be paid off next month. Yes, I'm so excited. I've been working on this for years to pay off the mortgage. As a result of that, we're now gonna be able to take more money and put it toward investments. And this, regardless of the market fluctuation, will continue to grow as a result of our active investing. Then once the market does recover, it's just onward and upward from there. So have you given yourself a raise? Have you started dividend investing? If so, make sure you're tracking it with the dividend tracker, link down in the description below. Check out this video next on more cool dividend content, and we'll see you there.